tuning in to Let's Talk About It Media 21. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And please turn on the notification bell. That way, every time I upload a video, you'll be the first one to see it. Let's get into it. What we're going to talk about, we talk about celebrity news, celebrity gossip, what's going on IG and Google, fair use, copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All comments are alleged in our opinion and for entertainment purposes only. And don't forget, the Cash App is Let's Talk About It Media. And thank you for your love and support.
So don't forget to like, to comment, but be kind. Turn on the notification bell. The best way to support the channel is to like, comment, and subscribe. So let's get to it. It was being reported that Scott Disick is taking a dig at Blac Chyna and Rob Kardashian, saying Khloe is like a co-parent. And she's saying basically she's like the third parent. This is the biggest thing. That's the shade to the brother. So one, the Kardashians were talking about Blac Chyna on their show when the lawsuit was going on. So I guess Khloe made a statement. We'll kind of generally scan over it, not reading all that foolishness because they're constantly trying to put out the narrative like they're innocent. Do y'all recall when their show was talking about Dream is at my house and she's suing us? She is putting out the narrative. Oh, she sued us. Now let's sue her for legal fees. We saw that the show shouldn't have been even on. Rob was going through some things. Blac Chyna was going through some things. Tyga and Kylie. That's all I gotta say. But I guess Khloe is mad. Khloe gets mad when she gets called out for people seeing the truth. We see that she posts Dream more than her mother. So what does that say? The aunt needs to back off. Allegedly, do they still have the trademark? That's the biggest thing. I would love to interview any of them. Any of them. It won't be no sugar coated. You can't look at, your cues to see what you should say. And then, did you guys check out the show when they were talking about somebody said Kim has some CGI in her tears? Whatever that was. She's always crying. So she might need to maybe, talk to somebody about that. But everybody keeps asking, are they okay? They hate to be called out. So did you check out the show when they talk about have CGI. They talk about the men that date us, careers get ruined. Scott, is your career ruined? No. So they're using Scott for a storyline. They're using Scott to talk to. They're talking more. They're talking more about themselves than even Scott. Do y'all realize that? They're using him to talk to create the narratives that they want to create. They're trying to normalize their BS, and everybody smells it. Everybody smells it, and everybody sees it. They act like people are stupid. It's funny to me. How is it that the aunt is posting more than the dad, more than the mom, and is the trademark through Rob and Chyna? How is it that they're doing commercials and the Rob's not there? Blac Chyna's not there. You're making money off their child. So she's mad because people are calling her out like they often do. She gets dragged for the comments she makes because she thinks people don't see it, hear it, and then they make comments. So she's talked about Blac Chyna more than Blac Chyna talked about them. They're on a Hulu show. They're on a reality show talking about people, dragging people, and people can't respond. They're talking more and their information goes out further than somebody making a post. They're on a national televised Hulu series talking about Kanye, talking about Blac Chyna, talking about, any and everybody they can talk about. And then they're utilizing Scott to help create these storylines. Then they were talking about different posts. Oh, did you see that they're trying to say one of our aunts passed away and she's the one that helped us become as famous as we are? They're utilizing people to also promote their products. They think people are stupid. That's the one weird thing. Scott had no business talking about Blac Chyna, period. If Khloe decides to help, that's a blessing. If Khloe decides to be there for her brother, that's a blessing. But the biggest thing is you can't shade her and then act like everything's cool. This is the other thing. Khloe's so funny because Khloe was like, me and the mom really don't have a good relationship or relationship, whatever she said, in our opinion, allegedly. So the biggest thing is you guys love talking about Kanye. If I was Kanye, not legal advice, I would send a cease and desist. Sis. If I was Ray J, I would send a cease and desist, not legal advice. If I was about Chyna, I would send a cease and desist. Now, many people that read the transcripts in regards to this law case felt like, how is it that she lost? That's not making no sense. So is Blac Chyna trying to appeal it? We don't know. But the biggest thing is your brother started a lot of stuff because he posted pictures of her in regards to pictures he never should have sent out. So everything they're pointing at Blac Chyna, they should be pointing at their brother. I'm sure Rob's a pretty decent dude, but if y'all heard those transcripts of what he was saying, what he was doing, all that stuff, even the mom had talked about, oh, how Rob talks about Blac Chyna, and then Kendall went off. Why are you guys trying to have them on a show? You know things aren't healthy. Why are you trying to put them together? Kendall went off. That was enlightening because up until this year, I never saw that post in regards to Kendall speaking out, Kylie speaking out, and then uh, Kim and Khloe and the girls were then like, well, it's a job. They see these storylines as a job. They see these storylines where they can drag people. It's sad as a job. Kanye can't rebuttal what they're saying. Blac Chyna can't rebuttal what they're saying. It's different if they do like an interview and they generally talk about it. They're on a reality show talking about Kanye. Almost every episode, they're talking about Ray J. In 2 different seasons, they talked about Ray J. So this is the biggest thing. People aren't here for it. It's funny how Khloe doesn't want people to call her out when they're constantly talking about Blac Chyna. Constantly. And people don't feel allegedly, but a judge has made a decision. So you can't go against what the judge and the jury has felt. But why was it closed caption? Why wasn't people able to monitor what was on in there? Why wasn't the media really covering it? It seems as if it was closed to everybody. And then, of course, the secretary that sits next to the judge, allegedly, was trying to get either a picture or an autograph for the child, so she got removed. So also with the mom, everybody was like, the mom got removed for what? I feel like, in our opinion, many comments were like, they didn't want her in there anyway because she would have told us everything, and they didn't want everything out, period. So let's get to this clip because it's funny to me. So right now they're singing happy birthday. Don't get this wrong. It's a blessing for an aunt to help. It's a blessing for an aunt to assist. They posted, and I did this video yesterday. Like we said, they listened to all our videos. They had Dream and pictures of Kim, a bunch of pictures of Kim. Now, whether that was true or false, I don't know. But then True had a pictures of their mom. But then, mind you, it's light shade because Kim had pictures of all starting 5 of Kendall's exes. So there's light shade that be going on. So let's see.
But it's so in my blood just to be a mom. I wouldn't have it in. I love her. And
I know. You take care of so many people.
Oh, Scotty.
You do.
No, I appreciate
It's amazing.
that.
Just can't believe that you're basically like somewhat of a co-parent to Dream.
I mean, you guys having fun up there?
You're like more than an aunt.
Probably more than an aunt, but
Less than
just a third parent.
It's amazing.
I'm the third wheel.
You're not the third wheel.
Most things
You're
in life.
like the wheel that makes the car move.
Dream is one of my babies too, just like all the rest of them, and I absolutely love being a mom to people. Let's do the cake and then you can eat. We're gonna do the cake first. I love mothering people. I don't know if they like that or not.
So the biggest thing is she's the wheel that makes the car.
Just to be a mom, I wouldn't have it in. I love her. And
so the biggest thing is Scott is utilized on the show to pump up Khloe, to pump up Kim. If they didn't have Scott, it would just be Khloe and Kim talking to each other. So Blac Chyna is doing the best she can. She tries to put out positive vibes. We get along the best way we can. Whether it's it's 50-50 or whether it's, not 50-50, or who pays for schooling, who pays for nannies, here nor there. I think that Khloe wants everybody to, be okay with how she talks about Blac Chyna. She's almost doing the same thing she did with Jordan. She wants people to have this narrative. They're trying to normalize shading people, and people are like, no, you're not going to be able to shade me. You're not going to be able to talk about me like that. No. So let's get to this clip here. Okay, so it's basically saying Khloe Kardashian responds to the clips of the conversation about her relationship with the niece Dream Kardashian. Stop pinning us against each other, one another. This is the biggest thing. You're talking about the mom on the show. Hello? Who's pinning who against who? You guys are talking about her constantly. You guys didn't show up for the final court date. You guys were somewhere else getting dressed for an event. And then that you guys allegedly won, and then you guys shaded her and saying, "Oh, now we should have her pay for our legal fees because we never should have went to court, and we always have her daughter." Something like that. Interesting. But yeah, it's over on the Shade Room. She made a comment in regards to how she felt. She posted it probably within today or something like that. Let me see. I don't have my glasses on. It saddens me. Let me see if I can see some of it. It saddens me to see the clickbait headlines that are taking it out of context and twisting it to be something it's not. They keep shading Blac Chyna. They keep shading Blac Chyna on their show. They saying the same. They try and act like they're innocent and they're not. It's so weird to me. I love all my nieces and nephews more than I can express. Dream is particularly close. My brother and I, let's see, with my brother and I all of the time. I love her beyond measure. Let's see. True and Dream are best friends, and I feel so incredibly blessed that they have this relationship. I consider all of my nieces and nephews as my babies, even consider my sister's babies. I take pride. Let's see. I take pride in this love and always here. Let's see. So y'all can go over to the Shade Room and read the rest of that. She's trying to clear her name. She's trying to clear her name from shading Blac Chyna, and people aren't here for it. It's almost the same as the Jordan situation. She's trying to make it seem as if they don't talk about Blac Chyna. How is it that they think that it's going to be okay to constantly use people as a storyline? Talk about yourselves. Don't talk about Kanye. Don't talk about Ray J in the tape. Don't talk about, Blac Chyna. Don't throw shade at her. And definitely don't talk about Marley Nichols. You know what I'm saying? Why isn't Tristan helping with Theo? Let's talk about that. I would love to have an interview with them because it would not be what these other interviews are. They know what the questions are. They know how to respond. They have cue cards on what's going to be asked. I would love to interview any of them. I would love it. I'm a smaller channel, but I would love it because it won't be the sugar-coated what it is, what's up. How is it that your brother posted unwelcoming pictures of this woman? How is it that people, and is there still an appeal going on? But well wishes. Everybody say the relationship in regards to Khloe and Rob is interesting. She's made comments about why aren't you dating women allegedly similar to me or something like that. Laying in the bed, hugging on each other. I don't do that with my brother. I don't ask my brother, why aren't you dating somebody that looks like their sister? Weird. And then the comments in regards to Scott and how he talks to Khloe. They want to normalize stuff that seems very uncomfortable, very, let's see, you're going over the boundaries. You're too comfortable with a sister's ex. baby father. It's all interesting. Then remember how Kim would constantly shade Tristan, and then all of a sudden you're nice to him. Kim goes back and forth with Tristan. Kim loves that allegedly, all comments are alleged in our opinion. Kim loves that, and Kim shades Khloe. She shades her. People act like they don't. At some point, Khloe's gonna see it. In regards to them this season, putting a note on the door, making Khloe think it was some guy that it wasn't. And then North allegedly drew it. So there's shade there. And then remember how Kim was like, for all you people that shaded Khloe for trying to make her family work. And then this dude is cheating allegedly every year and had a baby by somebody else. But they made it comfortable for him. They put him on the show. They've given him a bag. So why would he want to do better? Why would he want to do better? He hasn't changed, allegedly. And maybe he has a little bit. The biggest thing is Khloe probably doesn't want to be responsible for or dating him. She's cool with being cool, but to have to pay child support to another woman, she's probably ready. She's trying to separate herself from him a little bit, but he's on the show this season. Now, mind you, um, he's on there and they're talking and he's showing appreciation, and we understand it's not easy. His whole situation has changed. He has 4 children. He needs to try and take care of Theo, and he has 2 or 3 brothers to take care of. So of course he would love for Khloe to assist and help. You know what I'm saying? But well wishes. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for supporting the channel. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments, do you think Khloe likes to say stuff for attention and try and take it back, just like she said with the narrative about Tristan, but Tristan has clothes at her house? Stop playing. She took that picture and said, why are you trying to put this narrative out there? And she posted the picture of his clothes in her closet. That's interesting to me, y'all. Are they okay? Where's Rob? And then does Rob know that he was being recorded and on the TV show? Does Babyface know that he was being recorded and on the show? It seems as if they're using people for a storyline. It is what it is. Let me know in the comments, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day.